Still TV3 New Day. Now let's have a conversation about something that a lot of young people are very much concerned about, the high levels of unemployment. So there's a breakfast meeting that is happening. It's a collaboration between Ghana Graphic Business and Stanbic Bank. And they're looking at tackling unemployment to create wealth. And so basically creating opportunities for everyone in the country. And that's the conversation we're going to be having. My guest this morning in the studios, I have Mr. Kojo Labi. He's the Manager of Communications, Stanbic Bank. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming into the studios again.
Thank you.
Okay, and also we have Charles Benoni Okay, he's the acting editor, Graphic Business, Graphic Communications Group. Good morning to you as well. Good to see you again. So first of all, let's talk about the theme. I know unemployment is really high in the country. A lot of young people are complaining about lack of jobs. So it's important that we have a breakfast meeting like this. But what really is the theme for this meeting?
So like you said, maybe we have to break it down. And thank you very much again for welcoming me. As you said, it's tackling unemployment to create wealth. I guess if we separate the issue of flooding and football, the biggest matter on the minds and hearts of Ghanaians will be the issue of either they being gainfully employed, for those who are underemployed, getting the maximum returns from their investment in terms of the work they can do, and then for those who don't have any job at all, what is the way out? I guess the reason for bringing together experts and industry participants is to see how we can have a conversation where we direct the minds of people into what next. You have reps from academia who will be telling us about whether we are teaching our people the right skills. Then you have reps from the private sector who are telling us what the sector wants. Then you have in the middle, let's say, labor or agencies in the area of recruitment. What are people asking for? And is Ghana training enough people in a certain sectors in order to be able to take up these areas? A friend of mine always says that he knows it's not a very easy situation in Ghana to get a very high qualified mason, carpenter, or there are particular artisans that you want sometimes and you struggle a lot. You get the most basic ones, but look, in that sector, is that where we've got to go? The digital era that has met us. Are we providing the right skills? Do we have enough to be able to take the country to the next level? I guess that's why, come Tuesday, we want to see how the roadmap into this future we're talking about.
So I believe that in explaining this, you've broken down the perspectives that we'll be, tackling. First of all, how to prepare you for the world of work, and also what the sectors are looking out for. If you can break it down further for me.
Yeah, like you said, for graphic business, we like to set the business agenda. We've been listening to people. We've also seen things that are happening around. So this time is very crucial. We've been struck by when the president talks about the Russian-Ukrainian war. We think it's a joke. It's not a joke at all. And all these things have aggravated the unemployment situation we have in the country. That's why we felt that this is the time to drum it for us to discuss it even more. So for our perspectives, we are looking at the sources and causes of unemployment in the country. And we have Dr. Edu Usu-Sarkodie. He's an economist lecturer at the University of Ghana. He's going to tackle that perspective. And then for the second one, we have existing and new opportunities. That will be tackled by Miss Florence Hope Hudu. He's a managing consultant of Purple Almond Consulting Services. And then the third perspective we'll be looking at is avenues for jobs and wealth creation. That will be tackled by Nana Osei-Bonsu of the Private Enterprises Foundation. He's a guru when it comes to that area. So we have assembled these key speakers to deal with each of the perspectives to see how best we can influence policy. Help government has come up with a lot of initiatives, but they still need some more ideas to help all of us. And I think once we get this nipped in the bud, we'll go to bed sleeping sound.
And what time does this start?
It starts at 7 a.m. It's a breakfast meeting. So it starts at 7 a.m. It's at the Moving Pick Ambassador Hotel. And I think Kojo can add more.
Yeah, how many hours are we looking at? Because if we're getting all these seasoned, persons in various fields to break it down further for young people to understand what is required, it might take some time. How long are we looking at, and how do I join in this conversation?
So we start at 7 exactly. We finish by 9:30.
Okay.
The Ghanaian time. We just add some 30 minutes to
Yeah.
it. So by 9:30 we are done.
Okay.
But all those who cannot join us there can join us on the various platforms.
Okay.
On our media platform. That's the Graphic Online, Facebook, and then Stanbic too has an online portal that they can also join in. And we'll be taking questions from those who watch, and then ask questions. We'll put it to the panelists to answer.
Are you giving out invitations, or do people have to register to be part of it so they can come to the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel to partake?
We have sent out some invites
Okay.
to certain people,
Okay.
but because of the COVID, we don't want large numbers. That's why we put it on our social media platform,
Okay.
so that anybody who is not able to come there can access it and join.
Mr. Labi, want details of the Stanbic digital portal so that if anybody wants to also join, they can do so. Do you have those details for us?
The Stanbic handles on Facebook is exactly what we're doing. Stanbic Bank Ghana.
Okay.
And then you have access. So it's Facebook Live. So Facebook Live on Stanbic Bank Ghana, and also Graphic Communications Group.
I've seen that you've done some work, extensive work with Graphic Communications, and now you're doing this one as well. There must be a reason why you continue to partner. Tell me about that.
So Stanbic Bank believes in partnerships, and I guess our partnership with Graphic has been very useful on many fronts. In this particular case, it's a vehicle that's allowed us to tackle a number of very interesting issues where, at the end of the day, the decision makers are then giving a roundup of exactly what we discussed to help guide the conversation forward. I was in the meeting where somebody said he used to believe that the private sector should not be in the same place as government. By the time we ended the conference, the position was that no, private sector must be in the same room with government officials because you must guide policy. You may not implement. So many of these vehicles are just to help guide or shape policy because there may be answers. There may not be answers. But when we collaborate, that partnership leaves it forward. And the fact of the matter is, this is a bank that believes that we should be able to help create situations that allow people to realize their dreams. And this education is one. But when you are done, you want to have a job. And if Graphic is offering us a chance to push people in the right direction in order to be able to live a more meaningful life, I guess it's a perfect partnership, and we're always grateful for it.
So if you've been eyeing Graphic Communications or Stanbic Bank, this is your opportunity to just be part of this conference. You never know. Bring your CV along. Just look for Mr. Labi and just drop it before them. You'll never know. You just might find a job. But I'm sure that they will equip you with all the skills required so that whatever job space you're looking for, if you present, your details, you should be able to find that job, or even start your own business on the side as well, because there's an opportunity for entrepreneurs to also learn from this, right? Okay, but who are your partners? Tell us.
Stanbic Bank. Stanbic Bank has been fantastic, for the past 8 years or so. And, of course, your good selves, TV3,
yes.
And then we also have the multimedia group, that's the Joy FM and then Joy News.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to this breakfast meeting. It's happening at Movenpick Ambassador Hotel on the 14th of June. That's next Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So please do not be late. There's a lot to learn. We have very seasoned speakers who will be there. So Dr. Edu Owusu Sakode, he's an economics lecturer at the University of Ghana. Miss Florence Hope Wudu is a managing consultant, Purple Almond Consulting Services, and Nana Osei-Bones is a private enterprise. He's part of the Private Enterprise Federation. You see the president of the Private Enterprise Federation. So please make sure that you're there. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. Mr. Kojo Labi is the manager for communications at Stanbic Bank, and Mr. Charles Benoni Okan is the acting editor for graphic business at Graphic Communications Group. Coming up is sports, and later there's a tweet that we put out a year ago. We want your opinion on that. So it says that your wife leaves home for work at 6 a.m., returns at 7 p.m. Do you still expect her to make dinner? Yes or no?
Why not?
Why not? You expected to make dinner, Mr. Kujelawi. She has to make
She
dinner.
should just go and sleep.
You should just go and sleep.
I would have eaten already, so.
Exactly. You see? Anyway, we'll have that conversation later on the show. Keep watching. This is TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.